All right, what's good, everyone? I'm Andy Malfran. This is Drag the Lake. We do album reviews. We do podcasts. We are grumpy, miserable music fans. So subscribe and hang out and be grumpy fucks with us. If you are an Oceano fan, you might not like this review. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be nice, but I'm not even gonna shit on them that hard, to be perfectly honest. I just think my main critique of them is gonna get you guys grumpy, and god damn it, grumpy music fans fuck up my algorithm. So if you know you're gonna get grumpy, just go. Just go. It's fine. It's fine. People don't like the stuff you like. I just really don't want you guys fucking up my algorithm. It's really fucking annoying. But anyway, Oceano, they just put out their album, Living Chaos, and yeah, I fucked with it. But here's the but. So it was good. I'm not a big deathcore guy. Let's keep that in mind. I'm more of a hardcore guy. I like a lot of deathcore, but it's not my main genre. And I also want to be fair, I just posted a review for the new Throne album, and I kind of made a similar criticism of them, but I prefer hardcore and, whatever that hardcore new metal thing they're doing is. So that's going to be my bias going in. I just want to make my bias very clear. But I guess you could take this review as sort of a guy who wants to get more into deathcore, but these are sort of the things getting in the way of him getting into deathcore and whatever that. So yeah, in general, this was a very good album. Everyone in the band's incredibly talented. Love the vocals. Love the guitar tone. Love the drumming. Everyone's very talented. I'm just, as a guy who's half and half on deathcore, I think, and I've noticed this with some deathcore bands that don't lean necessarily in the prog direction of let's do weird change ups, let's do these weird time signatures. It's like those the deathcore bands that mainly stick in a 4/4 time. And it's I think they need to be much more mindful of just different tempos and different playing styles. You know what I mean? Because if everything's going to be lots of genres have this similar problem. If you're listening to slam, they'll be doing a blast beat and a two-step part. Music cuts out, doom, 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 or shit like that, or doom, 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 doom. They'll do shit like that. Now, I'm a little more biased because I can boogie down to that shit a little bit more, but I think every genre has the problem, so I'm not trying to single them out. But it was just the same. The thing that really got to me was just the same tempo every time, and then the verses and shit would always be that sort of doom 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 dun, that wide open chorus. And it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just by the fourth song, when that's just what you're hitting with me every time, and you don't have to do a lot. Just do little tempo changes, or just change up the style, or just don't have everything be the same slow 4/4 tempo. So that came off a little harsh. I apologize. I respect these bands so much. They work hard. It's hard right. I wrote one EP when I was in college with my friends, and I can't imagine doing all these out. So I just, I want to keep it a buck. I respect the hell out of any band trying. So I want to keep that a buck. Now, let's make it very clear. This is not bad music. This is not bad music. And I think part of me is because I like this band, or I shouldn't say I like them I've listened to them a bunch, but I do. I've followed their lead singer on Instagram. I know he's got a really popular Instagram or TikTok. I know he's really talented. I fuck with this band. I respect this band. So I think, don't mistake this energy for me being fuck Oceano, fuck these guys. Maybe it might be a dude who's I think it's more of an angle of I'm rooting for him. And when I hear stuff like this, I'm dude, you can do so much more with it. You know what I mean? There's a lot more you can do with this, especially with such a crazy, chaotic, hectic genre, to sort of keep it in this realm. And also, keep in mind, this is also me. I'm saying this to all bands that do this shit. I'm not just trying to single out Oceano, even though the video is titled Oceano Album Review. But it's every band. You know what I mean? It's every band that does this. It's you're given these you're given these wonderful, wonderful tools that are deathcore, that are, crazy down tuning, a drum set that probably has fucking 7 more drums than the average drum set, probably a 6-string bass, all that shit. You're gifted these beautiful things, and then you're just gonna hit me with the same thing over and over again every song. Now, towards the later of the album, they kind of changed it up a little bit, but structurally speaking, they kind of stuck to the very similar thing every song. Now, I will say this, and this is a similar compliment / criticism I hit with bands like August Burns Red. And August Burns Red, I love them. I've paid to go see money, to watch them perform. I may do this for Oceano in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can still get my money. I like to overanalyze music in my bedroom at the age of 34. So keep that in mind. In the sort of similar song structure, the things that they are throwing in are pretty fucking nuts. It's just, we always come back to square one, and square one is the same thing every single fucking time. Am I being a little critical? Probably. Should you care? No. Should you like and subscribe and, do things to make me money? Absolutely. Yeah, so keep in mind, on the in-betweens with a lot of this stuff, there is a lot of really cool fucking shit. It's just, it's almost like if you went to a neighborhood that had a bunch of these like prefabbed houses, but then you went inside and there was like their own little aesthetic. You're like, all right, this is cool, but you are in a fucking lifeless suburban neighborhood that makes me want to shoot myself in the head, or I should say, unalive myself. I said it already, and I'm not editing these. But yeah, regardless, I hope that didn't come off too harsh. I do think Oceano is a really good fucking band. I do think this album was very good. I just saw a lot more potential on it. So I think that's a good place to stop. All right, thank you for watching. Podcast every Friday. Shorts, other things. Hang out with us. Like and subscribe. Be about it. Peace.